Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for October 10th to the 24th. For October 10th to the 14th, we have a ridge here over the Gulf of Alaska, from Alaska into Western Canada, into the west, trough in the east. We will have energy that will move over this ridge into the east central states, carving out this trough here that would that'll be in place. The trough will push a strong cold front eastward with cooler temperatures and with some rain. We'll take a look at that at the surface. And you can see we have this front here moving in. There might be some snow in the Rockies. Then it moves eastward Wednesday and Thursday. Very deep low. Look at the snow here across the northern upper Mississippi Valley, northern Great Lakes area, and rain here. And the monsoonal flow in the southwest will weaken as the upper low / trough weakens. Higher elevation snow will be possible in terrains of the central Rockies Tuesday and Wednesday. For temperatures will be above normal next week across the northwest. And the east, temperatures will moderate after we have this cool weather that we're expecting. And then that'll moderate more towards normal. And temperatures ahead of the front will be warm from the plains of the Midwest ahead of the front, passing through Tuesday and Wednesday. Then cooler air will move back in. Okay, we're going to look at period now for October 15th to the 19th. And a ridge forecast in the west, trough in the east. This is good agreement with the models. We go through the end of the period, through the various models, and this is what we see. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures here. And I'm calling for anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal. Could be more, especially here across the northwest. Below normal temperatures are forecast here. If the anomalies are 2 to 4 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of this region here. Probability of occurrence is near 40%. Above normal precipitation here, with the probability of occurrence near 40%. For the period of October 20th to 24th, overall expecting a little overall change, although some of the models are showing some weakening of the flow, but we still have a ridge here over Western Canada in the west, trough in the east, some blocking here developed across the North Atlantic. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for a little change in temperature anomalies. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of this region here. Probability occurrence is near 40%. Now, I'm going to get a little bit into the winter forecast, or a little bit what I look at. Usually I start looking up around Alaska, northern Canada at the conditions. Usually in August, especially in September, as we get into the cooler months. And we're going to take a look there now. So this is the current surface surface map here. Doesn't show any snow here, and some snow here near Barrow. I think that's Barrow, Alaska here. And then it looks like the coldest air across the continent is here across northern Canada. Some snow here, falling here about this area, but there's other things I look at. I also look at the snowfall extent. This is the current snowfall map. This is where snow is falling. Now, I saw some reports that the snowfall has increased in September across Eurasia, and now it came to a halt. And we got to see if that continues. But these are the areas that have snow on the ground. It's probably below normal, but still above normal of the average, but below normal from still below normal from past years. Okay, so these are different things I look at here: the snow cover, and also the conditions here up around this area here. northern Alaska, or all of Alaska, and this region here, because this is where our air would be coming from in our winter. As of now, we have a fairly strong La Nina that's expected to wane in generally in the upcoming winter, but still the effects to be felt through the winter. Now, that doesn't mean that the entire winter will be mild. There will be some cold outbreaks and everything, and the pattern can change mid to late season, but it's still fairly early. We have to watch. There's different things. I have to watch the solar input, the polar cap, and the extent of snow cover. Because if there's less snow cover here and ice, then the flow will be different and resulting in milder conditions for much of the country. So, like I said, there's a lot more to be going into this, but I'm just looking briefly. I just kind of casually look, see what's going on there, and then I usually make a forecast. With the other things, we have the QBO, the NOA, the AO. A lot of indices have to come into play. And sometimes, like it's been during this fall season, it's usually just one particular thing that drives a pattern. So, like I said, we have to watch this. We still have time, a month or two, before I put out my winter forecast. Okay, that's a long-range weather forecast discussion for October 10th to 24th. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.